Twitch.television has become a PvP ground. Because you got the top streamers just sitting there talking shit. They're fighting. They're going wild. We're going to take a look at the most pathetic streamer is desperately trying to slander everyone. Oh my God. I wonder who we're talking about, chat. Who we talking about? I don't know who we're talking about. You know what I'm talking about? I bet you know what I'm talking about. But before we get into that, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you click the like button and sub to the channel. Hasan, ding, 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 ding. Multi-stream soon? I could do that maybe. We'll see. But anyways, let's get in.
Hasan Piker is completely losing his mind. He's now going around desperately trying to slander people. He says that Asmongold thinks brown people are inferior and will laugh if they are ethnically cleansed, which is insane projection coming from Hasan.
How can you say that live, bro? How can you say that, man? How can you say that to somebody? How? Isn't this nuts? Dude, what the fuck is this world, man? You're live. How can you say this?
By the way, Asmongold responded to this, which we'll be checking out. Hasan is also trending on r/India for calling India a rogue terrorist state. And
that's after Luffy. Oh, Luffy. Dude, I like the sweater. I like the sweater Hasan has, man.
It's ironic coming from the open terrorist supporter himself, lover of Hamas and the Houthis, Mr. America deserved 9/11.
What's even more wild is that's not even the top 10 worst thing he said live. Oh, I believe you.
He's also beefing with another Indian-Canadian commentary YouTuber, Mudahar, from Some Ordinary Gamers, and he's trying to slander him on Twitter as well. So as usual,
you got Mudahar involved? Mudahar is so nice.
We're gonna check out all these situations, starting with this video of Hasan slandering Asmongold once again.
Hezbollah Diddy Piker. Did you guys know that apparently Hasan was in a Diddy party? Isn't that crazy? Oh, like how the fuck he got in, man?
Had a fairly balanced take. India had Gandhi. It's the country of peace and harmony. Asmongold had a fairly balanced take. Dude, Asmongold would literally laugh at you being ethnically cleansed if you're Indian. Okay,
what?
He thinks brown people are inferior.
What
the fuck are you talking?
Where does he make this shit up? Like he looks also, by the way, he looks high as fuck. Like, he looks like he's in a different world. Wait, really? Yeah, he was. Bro, dude, he's gone, man. Where? Biting his nails. Man, I know this kind of reaction from Coke. All right?
He just doesn't give a shit, but he is like seemingly...
Every single guy I've seen on Coke has been biting their nails like crazy. Every single one.
Siding with you.
I don't know if there's a
any
connection there.
Mind, okay, Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't even know that much about India versus Pakistan, but what the f does Asmongold know about India?
But why are you saying this shit? What does that have to do with anything? What the fuck?
India versus Pakistan. Holy shit.
What is
India
this
bros
point?
are attacking you on Asmon? Of course they are. I mean, go there then. Go there. Look at the thumbnail of his last video. JD Vance, India, Pakistan is none of our business. Yeah. Pakistan Prime Minister just embarrassed himself on live TV. What actually happened in India? Muslim. Yeah, I wonder why people are looking at this and going, Asmongold has a really balanced take on this.
Yeah, this is basically the average Hamas Diddy Bin Laden Adolf Piker stream.
Dude, he has a title. Can we go back? Let's listen to that again.
Yeah, this is basically the average Hamas Diddy Bin Laden Adolf Piker stream.
Oh my goodness gracious. Dude, he is exalted with these terrorists. Oh my God.
Getting triggered by chatters, going on an unhinged rant, and slandering people he disagrees with. Now, if you ever wanted to know Hasan's stance on anything, just look at the side which loves terrorists. It's like that one episode of SpongeBob where SpongeBob really needs water to breathe, but in this case, it's Hasan needing to support terrorists. Also, if this absolute room temperature IQ moron even looked into the situation for 1 second, he would realize why the titles are that way. For example, let's take a look at the video, Pakistan Prime Minister embarrasses himself on live TV. So if you guys didn't know, the Pakistan Prime Minister went on a CNN interview and was asked to provide evidence that Pakistan shot down 5 Indian drones. And his response was, just check social media, bro.
Pakistan claims it shot down 5 Indian Air Force jets and a drone, as I understand it. India says there's no evidence of that, no proof. So can you provide more detail? Hold on. Can you provide more detail?
It's all over the social media, on Indian social media, not on our social media. The debris of these jets fell into Indian occupied Kashmir.
So he found it.
What the fuck? No, you can't take these guys seriously then, man. How can you say that?
So it was on.
Bro, I saw it on Twitter. Yeah, I saw one of those weird things flying up in the sky, and somebody said they shot him down. They're from India. Yeah, we did it. Bro, what the fuck is this shit? Bro, what is happening to our world? Can you provide evidence, man? Arma 3? Yeah, they're just showing random Arma 3 gameplay. Apparently, there was like some announcement of the Pope in Spain, and they showed fucking Pontiff from Dark Souls 3. Pontiff, the fucking guy that's enslaved everybody, put goddesses to be devoured, and completely is the actual main villain of Dark Souls 3 that has ruined the entire world. It would be funny if Pakistan just showed the video of Arma 3 video where they're shooting down drones.
I don't understand this. Like, wouldn't you know better than social media? Like,
It's all over Indian media today.
You're the
And they have
defensive, so I
admitted
want-
their media has
they're relying on social media as a source of information about what their own military is doing.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
is
even if
amazing.
you don't follow politics at all, that clip is pretty embarrassing, right? Surely the prime minister would know about their own military, but apparently not. And obviously, Asmongold talking about this isn't really racist in any way. He's just sort of showing what actually happened there.
All India wanted to do was to make it very clear that people from Pakistan can't just come across the border, kill innocent civilians who are just enjoying a tourist holiday and walk back across without having to pay a price for it.
I think that's pretty fair.
So
That sounds fair to me. You gotta have borders. I mean, that makes sense. I don't know.
all India did was react in self-defense to a terrorist outrage. And India did so in an extremely careful and calibrated manner, and making sure they struck only known terrorist bases and headquarters, and did so while very carefully avoiding striking any government or military installations in Pakistan.
So anyways,
Does he have evidence, or is he also gonna say that just check social media? Does any of these parties have evidence? Like, by the way, I've not paid attention to anything. I've been out in the world. I've been in the woods and shit like that recently. I've been gone. I've not even looked at like the internet or shit. Like, I've not looked at shit for like 5 or 6 days. So I don't know what the hell is happening in India and Pakistan. I think I turned up one of these streams talking about it, and I just heard the spam, and I was like, what the fuck? I logged off and I went and did something else.
Asmongold responded here.
Asmongold had a fairly balanced take. Dude, Asmongold would literally laugh at you being ethnically cleansed if you're Indian, okay?
What?
I didn't know that.
He thinks
Well, now you
brown
know.
are inferior. What the f are you talking about? He just doesn't give a shit, but he is like seemingly siding with
Oh,
you.
jeez. No, I can't see.
They have-
here's the
okay, good,
problem,
nice.
Is that even if I wanted to sue Hasan, I never would, but I couldn't because nobody gives a shit what he says.
I've not seen this clip. If Zach says that, that means he looks at him as the finest moron that exists on this earth. Like, he looks at him on a scope of being so stupid that is a mental deficiency. That's what that means. So he's not taking anything seriously at all. Okay. All right.
Nobody cares.
I don't even know
Yeah.
that much about India versus
Yeah.
Pakistan.
Village idiot,
What the
yeah.
f does Asmongold
Just a
know
random
about
dude walking around the street just screaming random nonsense. Like, you're not gonna be mad about that. You're just gonna move on.
India versus Pakistan? Holy shit. India bros are attacking you on Asmon? Of course they are. I mean, go there then. Go there. Look at the thumbnail
They did. That's why you're mad.
of his last video.
I get more updates about my YouTube channel from Hasan than I do from my editors.
They barely message as well. That's fucking funny, dude.
Help me, I'm trapped in the attic.
Okay, so
Daily,
basically people are
no.
saying that Asmongold should sue Hasan for slander, but I guess it's more entertaining to see him completely lose his mind on the internet. Also, if you didn't know, Pakistan is known to harbor and protect terrorists, so
Why?
obviously Hasan supports that and loves that. And in
Like, is that a thing that they want to do? Like, that doesn't sound smart. I feel like this is probably not the explanation. Like, I feel like it's kind of like, as far as I want to go, have fun with things, like saying that a country is like harboring and just constantly protecting terrorists is it's a little crazy shit to say, man. I didn't even know. Hope you're doing good, man.
pretty much any
They hit Bin Laden from the US. Wait, was that where Bin Laden was? Oh, that makes
situation,
sense.
he will not look at any of the
Fucking
facts
Bin
and instead
Laden.
just go straight to race, religion, ethnicity, skin color, and decide his opinion based on that, right? So let me explain to you why he hates India and he supports Pakistan.
Okay.
Basically, in Hasan's view, Pakistan equals Muslims, so therefore he has to support them, even though India has literally 200 million Muslims as well.
What?
And most situations are obviously more complex than that and have nuance to it, but of course Hasan, being the guy whose brain cells are on permanent vacation, it's
Oh, so he just assumes because majority in Pakistan are Muslims, so he thinks he's protecting the Muslims. Oh.
very hard for him to see
That's
any
a really
situation
one,
as not black and
brain
white,
cell
right?
take.
Anyways, turns out r/India also caught on to Hasan's horrible political takes and realized that he called India a rogue terrorist state.
Wow, Face of Twitch, number one political streamer, is calling India a rogue terrorist state? Wait, what?
Quick correction for the
Thank you,
r/India
Daily.
bros who are cooking Hasan. He's actually the second biggest political
You know what's funny is that this editor is called Daily Dose of Asmongold. I literally had a conversation with him like 5 days ago or 6 days ago or something, like whatever. Where I said that it's kind of a power move. I understand why Hasan is kind of fixated on viewership and so mad about it, because it's kind of a power move for Zach to be a MMO gamer and then like moved on to reaction and then release games, to just randomly jump on politics on his alt account and become the #1 political streamer out of the blue, while also being really popular within the gaming space. And Hasan has been doing politics forever. So I do find it to be a very big power move, and I can understand why Hasan is so mad. And he's like, yeah, yeah, but it's funny. And I'm like, yeah, it's funny. I agree. It's really funny.
streamer, not the first.
Face of Twitch and the number one political streamer Hasan calling India a rogue terrorist state in defense for Pakistan.
Any state that violates the sovereignty of another state and strikes civilian targets is a fucking rogue terrorist state. Say India,
Wouldn't that make Pakistan a rogue terrorist state?
but I would go so far as to say, yeah, they're doing terrorism. I'm sorry, I'm vehemently anti-Modi and his agenda, but to call India a rogue terrorist state is absolutely incorrect. This is a rogue terrorist action. She didn't even say India is a terrorist rogue state. I think she just said India is a rogue state. But I would go so far as to say, yeah, they're doing terrorism.
Yeah, you kind of know it's bad when even Hasan's absolutely lobotomized cult fan base is disagreeing with him. Can someone explain to me, how do you become like this? This guy's...
How can this guy protect terrorists and say they're not doing terrorism, and then go on and say that another country does when they're just in a war? Like, what? Huh?
brain is in airplane mode.
Huh?
You can't make this
Huh?
shit up. This is the same terrorist supporting...
Huh?
You know, the same guy
Fucking
who says
Luffy.
grapes never happened on October
Unholy,
7th.
thank you for the sub,
same
man. I
guy who
appreciate it.
says
Support the
Hamas
wolf
is
milk
doing a
terrorist.
good thing.
Yeah, by the way, I should mention that after that.
Again,
Thank you,
another
man. Thank you for
reminder,
36
this is the
years. I
same
appreciate
guy
it.
who supports Houthi terrorists bombing ships and kidnapping unrelated
is his
Filipino
logic?
sailors. This is the guy.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be 100% honest here. Okay, I actually do not dislike this guy. I used to not dislike this guy. I dislike him because of how rude he is towards Zach. And if you don't know, I've known Zach for a long time. So it's like just being rude toward a friend. And I think he's just been really nasty. It's really weird. But like, when I watched him, I feel like everything he says is so brain rot. Like, it most of the time doesn't make sense. And I try to think sometimes from his perspective because I always like to understand how people think. So I have the right approach for most things. So I like to look at both sides in many cases. But even when I look at his side, I still think to myself that he must be fucking around because his logic is completely moronic. Like everything he says is so stupid. It doesn't even collectively bind in any way, because he'll have one view and then go to another that is complete opposite. And like he'll shift between these all the time, and it just happens. I just don't. I honestly think he plays a character. Like either he's really stupid, or he's playing like a character. And I think it's more on the fact that he's sometimes real and often plays a character.
Calling India a terrorist state in this conflict. You cannot be serious.
Cousin used to be chased by terrorists over Pakistan. What the fuck?
What that was.
Huh?
I got. What do you even say? How does he always find himself on this side?
He's very intelligent regarding discussions. No. And I'll say no because he lies. He fucks around, and he's a good player. But he's not filled with any truth. Because I have listened to this man in 2 discussions. One with him and a little bit with Ethan. And he lies a lot. But he makes it seem like it's the truth. So that's the thing. He's a good talker in a way, sort of. I think a lot of things when he talks is kind of nonsense. But he lies a lot. Everything he says, they're not factually true.
Happening. Like, I remember everybody was spamming,
so.
and they were like, oh, watch Hasan support this. And like, I didn't feed into this at all because I thought that it was unfair.
Jesus,
and now we have the clip. Once again, we've had another side where Hasan has fallen off on the side of supporting terrorism. Who would have guessed?
Me, actually. I would have guessed at this point.
Damn.
Hasan is like the world champion at supporting terrorists.
I like that sweater, man. I want that sweater.
Opinion, loves being on the extremist side. It's just a shame he even has a following. Like, can you imagine being a guy who comes home from work or something? No, actually, they're probably unemployed, but sitting at home 10 hours a day, sitting and watching Hasan streams, watching this guy just be wrong about everything, bro. You gotta be the most unemployed, absolute reject of society loser to actually enjoy this guy. Now, if you guys didn't know, Pakistan also harbored and protected Osama bin Laden.
Man,
while Pakistani authorities officially maintained they were unaware of Osama bin Laden's presence in Pakistan, a late Pakistani government report concluded that the collective failure of military and intelligence agencies allowed him to hide in the country for 9 years.
9 years?
This collective failure led to his ability to move within Pakistan unnoticed.
Bro, you had bin Laden just going to McDonald's and the grocery store, and nobody batted an eye. Hide and seek check.
Yeah, by that they mean they literally knew exactly where he was and helped him hide. But anyways, Asmongold has to defend himself again. He says he's not racist,
That's
obviously.
funny.
Do you remember when a lot of the like anti-Indian racism started getting dialed up, like maybe like 8 months ago?
Bro, this guy's always pushed about it, like saying that he doesn't give a shit, man. Like, it's weird. Like, that's the funniest thing about this.
That one guy made a video and he was talking about how he didn't like tipping and he was an Indian, and everybody was telling him to go back to India, even though everybody here in America hates tipping. I think Indians are great. I have tons of friends that are, not tons of friends. I have 3 or 4.
The funny thing about that is that if you tell an American go back to Europe, they will know, they'll realize that people in Europe don't give a fuck about tipping either. They only tip whenever you do a really good service. Yo, Drix, thank you so much for 70 years, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Friends that are
Twitter quality video. This shit is weird, man. This is dog shit.
I think
I would take for Twitter,
people.
yeah.
I'd love to go to India. I think their culture is great. I
Haircut?
wouldn't necessarily.
You tipped from haircut? Bro, they charge you so much for haircuts there that I've never tipped in my life for a haircut. Like, if they charge me not crazy, I'll probably think about it, because if it's a good done, I would just tip. But here they cost so much to get a haircut. Like, I would preferably get a haircut every 2 weeks, but I don't. I get it like every 2 months or something, or something like that. Because like, dude, it's so expensive. But yeah, tipping. No, I only tip at the services or restaurants where things have been done really well, pretty much.
Eat some of the street food
Over
there.
£3. Yeah, that's a decent tip. Yeah, $2 to $5 is a nice tip. Right, that's a good
But
tip. I don't know what the fuck we getting sidetracked, but I don't get this percentile bullshit, man. I remember I was in a fucking restaurant in London. This is a long time ago because I think they got rid of all of them. It's a while ago, and they charged me like automatically without me clicking anything. Forced tip with percentile. There was like 20% forced tip, and I'm like looking at my sister. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? What is this? I've never heard this in my life in Europe. I've never heard this generally anywhere. I've been to Africa, I've been to Asia, I've been a lot of places, but I've never seen forced tip that was percentile. And she's like, yeah, it's a thing here now. I'm like, what? It's crazy. Apparently it's nearly gone though. I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah, it's an American thing. I saw this in London. Okay, I'm saying it right now. I saw this in England, London. It happened in 2 places. It happened 2 restaurants. That's it. After that, I've never seen it again.
I have a tremendous respect for them, and I think that it's totally unfair the amount of negative sentiment and negative criticism they get here in America because of call centers over there.
Yeah, percent of things
what a
American.
racist guys, you know, defending Indians and speaking out when they're unjustly criticized sounds very racist to me. And really, it is rich coming from Hasan. He is exactly the type of guy to divide people by race and skin color, incite people to hate each other, and just encourage more and more racism. And I think people are sick of it. You know, people are sick of this D-bag sitting on his throne of lies and slander and then accusing other people.
I think people are not sick exactly of that. It's the fact that they can sit there and talk so much shit and say so many wild and disgusting things and target creators and not be punished by it on the platform, where other people can call someone fat and they get suspended for 2 weeks. Other people can also be automatically suspended forever. And, you know, like that kind of sucks. Yeah, that sucks, dude. But, you know, so it's funny that he can just keep on going like this and be so vile and not get anybody any backlash. That's the weird thing.
The same shit he probably thinks. Now here we
Have you
move
ever
on
read
to
this
a clip where
chat?
Hasan
No.
is mad at the Pope being American.
Actually, no, I did once. I was watching Asman, and then I clicked on Hasan's stream because Asman was like there was something happening. And then I opened it up for 1 second, and I kid you not, I saw Caseytron instantly as I opened the chat, and she was talking shit about Asmongold. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, what are the odds? Casey, who are old streamer, really old. She does nothing beside watching like trash shows and talk shit about people.
This Pope isn't woke, is he? I mean, he was chosen by Francis. Like, he was one of the people that Francis chose, but Francis sometimes would do like a little bit of centrism. He has some woke qualities, but he's nowhere near as woke as Francis. Francis was a socialist. This is an American.
No, she didn't do that. She's not a political girl.
Americans are gross.
She's just weird.
Americans do not have a understanding of the world, but the only saving grace with this Pope is the fact that he lived in Peru, dual citizen. America-fying anything is going to be bad because Americans have a very limited understanding of the universe.
Is anybody really surprised by the America bad take from Hasan? Hasan loves to sit in America.
Why are you in America if you're always going to criticize America? Now, I live in a country where we are very nationalistic, you know, like we have nationalism is a big thing. And I know that's a no-go in America because of history and stuff like that. But like I hear somebody sit there and talk shit about their country all the time and hate everything about it. I think to myself, why are you living there? Like, I hate a lot of things about my country, but I love my country at the same time, right? So I just don't understand. If you absolutely hate your country and you don't like anything, you don't like the politics, get the fuck out. Go somewhere else. You have the money. You could probably apply for a visa or like get like you probably can go and live somewhere else if you hate it so much, and then keep hating it. I mean, like, why are you there?
off American capitalism.
He's from Turkey, dude? No, he's actually born in America. Like, I know a lot of people says that. He is born in America. He is American. He might have a Turkish citizenship, as you say. He might have dual citizenship, but I know he is an American.
$3 million.
And I, by the way, view people when they're born there as American. Like, ethnicity is a different thing than, like, where are you from? Like, I always thought it's funny. Like, yeah, let's say, like, somebody, that I don't, let's say, I can't, let's say Japan, okay? And there's a white girl. And somebody asked her, where are you from? And she says Japan. And then people are like, well, no, where are you actually from? And she's in Japan. Like, I think that always is awkward when people are like asking about your ethnicity and not where you're from. If you always live the country, you're born and you lived your entire life, you know, you're from that country. You're not from somewhere else. You don't have any association with at all beside blood in a way. Hi, Sky. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Mansion streaming on Twitch, which is owned by Amazon, which is
I got banned for posting a list on his Reddit. Damn.
American company, and making all his money through there, streaming to his American audience.
Is Mads ban everybody, by the way? Like, they do actually ban everybody that is against him. Like, you want real echo chamber, it's there. Like, that's a real echo chamber.
Americans are gross and he hates America, and America is
Hi, Turbo.
Here's a proposition. How about you leave America then, you absolute flippin' loser? I really don't think anybody likes you there at this point, other than extreme far lefties, of course. Asmongold responded again.
As I said, guys, generational level crash out. I have not seen a crash out like this for a very, very long time. It has been nuts how bad this has gone. And I'm not surprised at all either. Like, I'm really not. I think it's going to keep, and the funniest thing about it is that it's going to keep getting worse, I think. I think it's going to keep getting worse and more radical until there's something that's going to happen, right? There will be some form of straw that breaks the camel's back, and then everybody is going to know about this, because this is like, I mean, there's a...
He's a bomb, and it's ticking. Which is also like a bomb, and it's ticking. And like, both of them are kind of throwing gasoline everywhere and trying to make the bomb explode quicker at the moment. Something has to be done soon. Like, either he has to chill or Twitch has to like cut down on this bullshit. Because at the moment, like, I'm gonna be real, both the platform and him are about to explode.
A lot of these clips that are coming out so quickly and so close together that, man, this is a whole lot. Wouldn't it be the same as saying Africans are gross? That would be considered racist for sure. Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing. If I went and I said that Africans are gross or something like that, I would be suspended. And I think that would be fair too, right? Like, I do. I think it would be fair to suspend somebody for that, because you're categorizing an entire group of people and you're saying that they're bad, right?
Man, does that mean I can't talk shit about Danes and Swedes anymore? Damn, that sucks. Can you get banned for that? Can I actually get banned for that? I wonder. Like, I kind of agree what he's saying. Like, the whole point, I get it, but like, I feel like I feel like intent matters in this case in many ways. I don't know. Like, I feel like even when people are joking about shit, like, I don't know how you like to joke about that, specifically that, but like, for example, if I joke about Scandinavians, I wonder if Twitch would view that as a bad thing. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Yeah, no, rules obviously don't apply on Twitch, as we've seen from the past. You can be openly anti-Semitic, openly racist,
of the French
and Twitch will probably
anymore.
double your salary and wish you happy birthday, right?
Oh, no.
Then Asmongold reacts to Hasan once again, bringing up on stream. I think Hasan is like really jealous at this point that Asmongold's a bigger streamer.
Yo, Kanye's back. 65,000 views 50 minutes ago. He posts like peaceful protest got
Future fans. I mean, honestly, I'm glad. You know, I'm glad, because, like, you know, for a long time, you know, Hasan would bring guests over and show them terrorist propaganda, and now
Wait, he commented future fans?
he's just complaining about my YouTube channel. So I actually think this is a pretty big improvement for me. So yeah, I mean, this is it's great. I'm happy. He's showing me to more people. You know, I might have just gained 2 fans. This is a great thing for me. So yeah, it's a bit of an improvement, right? Huge fucking improvement, massive personal growth, huge, huge props for Hasan for this. He's doing a great job. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, so what Asmongold was referencing was Hasan bringing his streamer friend on stream and playing terrorist propaganda music videos and praising them while he watches. And yeah, I think it is pretty embarrassing that Hasan's entire career is politics and he's getting dusted by Asmongold, who is pretty much like a gamer, right? Now, there's also this clip of Hasan
Where
admitting
is that
that he
photo
wears the
from?
Palestine scarf just as a performance.
I've been in this community for years. I'm on your side and support Palestine. Every day, and Ethan's community will take it as performative to wear it during this discussion, as you have only worn it maybe once in the last 2
Bro, what the fuck did he just say? Y'all, do we have a translate? Does anybody know what he just said? Because that sounded like a lot of mumbling bullshit. There's a part in the Twitch TS where you can't criticize a person's hygiene, call me stinky again, and you're done with me. Is that true? What the fuck? That's such a weird rule.
years. No need to take it the wrong way. I don't care. Yeah, it is a performative gesture. What do you mean? Yes, it is a performative gesture. I don't care.
We mad.
If you are presenting yourself as a pro-Palestinian community, why would you actually have an issue with such a performative gesture?
Well, because it's not genuine, you absolute moron. You just admitted it's a performative gesture. You literally just wear it to shield yourself from criticism. Hasan is getting closer and closer to Hamas here, you know, just using Palestinians as a shield. Maybe they'll actually recruit you one day, bro. Keep glazing. Now, basically, if you didn't know, there's this account called Yeet that posts
I feel so bad, man. For the, like... Dude, the Palestine thing is so tragic. And then you have this goon over here just fucking around using them as a shield. Like, this stuff is just crazy, man. He's just farming them. I don't even know if he believes these things anymore. I feel like he's just profiting out of using them as a thing to get money and views. Like, it's so tragic. Like, I don't know, like, that's maybe one of the things I find a lot, like, really wild about this all is that he's so dishonest and he doesn't even stand up for his values. Socialists only buying luxury item, by the way.
Clips and just shows how much of a hypocrite he is. And Hasan thinks he's a stalker.
This is another one about me. He's thinking.
Yeah, also, Asmongold and Ethan both follow my main stalker account.
This is not a stalker account. This is a person who's posting clips from your public broadcast on Twitter. That's not stalking.
Yeah, another classic Hasan strategy. He basically has this tendency of labeling anyone he disagrees with a harmful label so that people discount them, right? So if you disagree with him supporting terrorists, well, now you support genocide. If you call him out with videos or clips, well, now you're a stalker. If he doesn't like you, like a streamer like Tectone, well, you're a grapist. If you beat him in viewers while streaming like Asmongold, well, then you killed your mom and you hate brown people. But anyway,
Dude, he only labels people. He doesn't actually have a genuine argument. All he does is label people. And it's like having a discussion with a child or a toddler that is only screaming at you because all he does is insult you. He has there's nothing of value from listening to this man or talking to this man because all he does is label you all of these wild and disgusting things. Why should you take this man seriously at all? Like, I understand why Zach and other people are not getting that mad. Maybe people are. I don't know. I think I saw Tectone pop off a little bit, but like, I mean, he's just being a piece of shit, bro. Why should you take anything of what he says for granted?
let's move on to the Mudahar versus Hasan situation, starting with Muda's tweet here. The more I see of Twitch, the more I'm surprised how Amazon hasn't cracked down on his leadership at all, taking
That's scary,
time bomb.
Sky. What
Hasan's
the
response
fuck?
saying the platform he's on, YouTube, has a less strict application of TOS for political commentary. They literally have Nazis on there, and this MF is constantly chirping about Twitch because I'm explaining why the Houthis are implementing a blockade against Israel's genocide. I mean, Hasan is literally the face of Twitch at this point, and he's openly anti-Semitic, so I feel like Twitch definitely supports that, bro. I'm not gonna speak on YouTube because the website is so big, I literally can't tell if there's some weird shit at the corner of the internet that I haven't seen, but what I see in front of my face and in my recommended is pretty normal stuff. It's not nearly as extremist as Twitch. I'm actually speaking about the glorification of terror groups, something I know for a fact that isn't allowed under the YouTube Partner Program, as I've assisted creators who were flagged for having jokes on their videos years ago. I'm not talking about political ideological extremes. I hope you know I'm not a right-wing Nazi, but I'm very much against promoting terror organizations using my religion as a shield to ruin our name in front of the world. You do a lot more than just explain. You endorse organizations that promote violence, bigotry, and the eradication of groups of people. There we go. That's a good point. Obviously, Hasan tries to spin it in a way that I'm just explaining, guys. I'm just explaining why we should all love the terrorists targeting civilians. I didn't expect much in good faith from the champagne leftist Nepo baby, just to make it clear. Houthis and ISIS are enemies, you oaf. The American government considers Cuba and DPRK to be terror states as well. You're crying about a ridiculous designation that Trump slapped on in 2020 to aid KSA in his deadly blockade. Biden overturned it, then put it back on to aid Israel. How are you still defending the Houthis, bro? You are like their #1 spokesperson. My God, I wouldn't be surprised if he was a member, bro. Like he's an honorary member at this point.
He probably has like a group chat or something with them. Like, what? How much would you bet he has like a group chat with a couple of Houthi members? Like, I feel like he knows that he's been talking so much with them and about them. He's the biggest Houthi glazer. Maybe he's sitting there on Discord sometimes and vibes with them. Is like, hi, did you guys make any music videos today? What are your plans, guys? Oh my God, the only people who can say they lost money because of Hasan is Twitch. Yeah, I mean, they unironically, yeah, dude. Hasan and Asmin, like Zach is also at fault, and all of these other political streamers are the reason why this political like tag exists and makes so that people can't get any ads, and also why a lot of advertisers just left the platform. No interest in it. After, I think it was after whenever Frogan said that thing about that a veteran should have PTSD. When she said that, and it got it got involved some kind of group, and they mentioned it on Twitter. After that, it gave a broadcast toward all of the advertisers, and everybody just like, ooh, oh, we backing off. We backing off of this. And at that point, Twitch has been losing a lot of money, and they're not, I don't know when they will recover from the advertisers. And I don't think they have yet, and they won't for a while, because at the moment they're still ticking. They've not exploded yet. The bomb is still ticking, and the things are just looking worse for them on a public spectrum. Nobody want to interact. A lot of streamers are leaving. Also, by the way, have you noticed this? I've looked a little bit at it, but I've also heard a lot of feedback on this. A lot of people are stopped using Twitch. A lot of many streamers nowadays are moving to multi-streaming. A lot of them, like just this month exactly, have started to do multi-streams. A lot of them. And a lot of users, there's way less user interactions on Twitch. I go to people with 600 viewers, barely anyone chatting. I go to 1,000 viewers, barely anyone chatting. I go to 5,000 viewers, barely anybody chatting, dude. Nobody is chatting. And I look at the people that had 4,000 viewers, has 2,000 viewers now, and I look at the people 1,000 viewers, have 500 viewers. Everybody is losing actual viewers. And I think it's because both the platform is dying. People are just leaving because of like how things are, the rep, and how's it going. And also a lot of advertisers just dipping the fuck out because they're like, no, I don't want to deal with this. Like this is bad for our branding. I don't really, I do wonder how much money is now lost because of ads on Twitch. I wonder, like, compared to, let's say end of 2024 compared to this month, like, I wonder how much less they're earning at the moment. It's crazy. The tier list lost Twitch more money than Asmin's entire career on Twitch. No, I think his thing kind of blew up a lot. I don't know about the tier list. I don't know how much that affected it, but no, his controversy did blow up. It did. It was basically the it was basically the thing that pushed the needle. It was everywhere, bro. That shit was everywhere. the media wouldn't stop talking about it. People wouldn't stop talking about it. Articles were about it was everywhere. It was crazy. They did literally lost long-time partners at the moment of the tier list went viral. Yeah, partners in my bid, but I'm talking about advertisers. Yeah, you're right. You're probably right on that.
This would be like demanding I get banned for interviewing a Cuban doctor in Cuba after Marco Rubio tried to make Cuba's medical missions illegal. Cuba is also designated a state sponsor of terror. The entire point of 1A is so I can discuss these things freely. Dumb Canadian. I love how he specifically calls him a Canadian here, bro. Muda is way more Indian than you are Turkish, you piece of shit. Do you think I'm using an American designation? Cute name calling, but I'm Canadian. My government and many others consider them to be a radical terror organization. The whole world isn't the US. There are many ridiculous designations, I agree. The specific designation has merit decided by numerous countries, even countries who aren't friendly with each other. Or we don't have to look at the designations, actually just look at what they're doing. They're targeting civilians, they're kidnapping civilians. Again, can this man have a honest discussion without name calling like a child? I love how there's Mike from PA, the flippin' Omega Sim saying, there's so many Nazis on YouTube and you're doing nothing.
Wait, isn't this the guy that put a 100K bounty on killing Destiny? Is that the guy? Yes. Oh, so somebody, I don't know if they're still here, but somebody told me also that guy that did that also like kind of like in a way sexually assaulted in a way. Yeah, you said it. You said it. What was it? Like touched like Bad Bunny or something on the event. Like that's a Twitch partner to like sexually touch a Twitch partner and also make a bounty, and you're not permanently banned from the platform. Ooh, that doesn't make sense to me, guys. Let's not call people fat, by the way.
Why not spend your time training for?
But he non-consensual touched her. Where though? Like just on her hand? I don't think that's a big deal. But if it's like, I mean, I don't know what. Like when you say it like that around her neck, that is weird. That is weird.
US on a website you. Oh my god, bro. Go back to simping for Bad Bunny, bro. Then Muda says, I apologize for putting Hasan in your feed tonight. Sadly, I have to defend myself against certain people. I apologize for putting him in your feed for the last 50 videos, but
everybody know about this Bad Bunny shit. I know
somebody gotta call him out, you know. I gotta protect the uninformed people from becoming cult members, you know. And instead of wasting my time any further, I bid you guys a good night and I'll spend it with my loving family. I hope you can do the same tonight too, Hasan. For a man to claim I'm nothing more than a dumb slop tuber, he sure loves to stroke more drama to sloppily upload to his Clips industrial complex.
Dude, Mudahar is one of the most respected YouTuber out there. So calling him a slop tuber is quite something. Like, I feel like Mudahar has always been a good guy. Always good content, always traded point. He's pretty chill, yeah. I feel like you can't put that label on him just because you disagree with him.
Bro, slop tubers are Hasan's worst enemy. He likes to like put that name so it like discredits everything we say, but honestly, we are completely exposing the shit out of this guy, and he can't do anything because it's like, how do you even argue against these points? Then Muda attaches a picture of Hasan's channel. Slop tubers keep trying to cancel me, and we got Mudahar and Asmongold. And then he responds saying, rent-free Lamau, Hasan is the perfect definition of slop producing, drama chasing content creation. You can try to pretend to be above it because you cover politics. Funny how Asmongold's side channel beat out the top political streamer in his category.
Absolute burn, dude.
That's one thing I absolutely love, that Hasan cares about views so much and he's getting absolutely dusted by a guy who literally fell through a ceiling.
Dude, this sucked though. I mean, I'm glad he's fine, but Zach just fucks around and dominated Mark. This is funny, dude.
Mudahar, how does it feel to be a right-winger now? Smartest Hasan fan here.
Ooh.
On an extended note, many turbo leftists have joined in, and frankly, I don't have the time nor need to address everyone from Hasan's camp. I do think it's important to reply to the largest voice, the man himself. I don't think Hasan at the end of the day is a truly evil man. That's where you're completely wrong. I completely disagree. He is absolutely evil. There is no way. Come on, Muda, you gotta watch my 8-part series. I don't know what this drama he keeps bringing on actually does. He has real targets to go after for promoting vile hate. like himself,
Ah.
like literally himself.
Ah.
But he chooses to go after me, who is most ideologically on his side. You are not ideologically on his side, bro. I'm sorry. However, not clearly as extreme in rhetoric. Yeah, that means you're not on his side, bro. If you're like a regular lefty or moderate lefty, you're not anywhere near Hasan. This guy is so fucking far extreme, it's crazy. Mudahar hits back at one of the accounts Hasan's been obsessively retweeting. This person said lol and is Mudahar's name, and then it
Is he gonna say it? Because this right here explains to me that you're probably just some random American that don't even know what you're fighting for. You just thought that this was a good hill to stand for. And then let's see if somebody explains what this
urine diet.
His name is very common, by the way.
Here. And Mudahar says it's an Arabic
He actually, yeah.
origin name, Lamau. He's a fanboy of a notoriously racist streamer. They aren't known for being knowledgeable about different cultures, just being hateful to.
That is funny. To sit there on the hill of a Muslim everything, and then you don't even know anything about Arabic like names or culture or anything like that, even about Muslims in itself. Just know what you heard. That's funny.
Towards them sounds like Hasan. Now apparently Hasan also used a slur against Indian people. I didn't even know this was a thing, but apparently he did.
If another one of you 14-year-old pasty little skin dumb motherfuckers or shit dick dumb motherfuckers calls me little bro, I'm gonna whip you like a fucking towel. Do you understand?
Then Ethan
calm down, little
keep
bro.
It coming. So you're saying you were raped. Let's see the clip, and we got Hasan just there to do some analysis, you know? Here's what people are saying. Hasan detected, opinion rejected.
Base.
Now click this video or Hasan becomes your new history teacher.
I
Alrighty,
don't
see you guys
wanna-
next time. Bye-bye.
Dude, I don't want to learn any history from him. Now I'm not going to learn shit, man. All it's going to be fake news. That's crazy. What a fucking video. You know what? I'm liking it. Let me like the video. That was a good compile video. I had no idea all of this shit was happening. I know like that Hasan is popping off, but I had no idea what the fuck this was going on, bro. This shit is crazy. How is the man still on Twitch? I don't know. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Holy fuck. It's so weird, bro. It's so weird. I don't know. Twitch gotta get to fix their shit up, man. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, he gotta cool down. Like, he gotta just calm down, man. Because Hasan didn't used to be like this as far as I know. I don't think he was. At least when I watched him on the Train podcast and shit, he was kind of chill. But at the moment, he kind of popping out. He's kind of a weird boy now. He's kind of a weird boy. Where does it end? Yeah, like this is the thing. Like he's a ticking time bomb, and it's just becoming more and more extreme. But honestly, man, Twitch got to fix their shit. Like they got to calm him down, or he got to calm himself down, because this stuff is crazy. This is just weird. It's just weird. It's nasty, and it's just pushing people away from the platform. And I don't think anybody likes this. And you got to think about this, all right? In a way, like we're talking about the platform. Why am I saying the platform all the time? Because there's like thousands of streamers there, and there's millions of viewers, and they're all enjoying it. But this whole space is going to be ruined and broken because of just few individuals. And I don't like that. And I don't even like seeing content creator go up and be so nasty and support terrorists. Like, this is disgusting. But y'all tell me what you think. Like this video if you're watching this on YouTube. Sub to the channel and watch more. You want to come up with me live, you're free to come on my Twitch channel on twitch.tv/Adley. I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see ya in the next video. Have a good one all. Peace.